Hi everyone, welcome back to garden. It's been a beautiful late April morning here. The sun just typically gone behind a cloud as I press record, but hopefully now the last of the severe hard frost is behind us and it's time to start looking ahead. Plants like this gunnerer, they're growing fantastically well, and how could I not start a video next to this amazing plant? But today I want to share with you 3 more plants which look majestic in May, 3 beauties which really make my garden at this time of year. I've done videos talking about evergreen plants of winter interest. I've talked about plants which really come into their own in early spring. But as those plants now are fading slowly into the background, it's time for some really colourful, vibrant stunners to come to the front of the stage. So let's get into them. For the first plant in question then, we're heading to my Mediterranean exotic 5-pit project area. And looming over the area is this beautiful Euphorbia. This is Euphorbia John Phillips. It's a gorgeous evergreen mound, a beautiful, lush and vigorous plant. Yes, it's an evergreen, so it looks fantastic in winter, but at this time of year, it really comes alive. As you can probably see, there's bees on it, there's flies, everything is attracted to these flowers. And whilst this beautiful foliage plant is primarily grown for this huge array of lush leaves, to me, when these flowers come out, it really is one of the most impressive plants in the garden. The scent is an incredibly rich honey wafting in the breeze. It really is a plant which transports you to the Mediterranean. Very tough, very hardy in all but the coldest winters. To me, this is a plant which belongs in any exotic Mediterranean, or I suppose really any foliage garden where you prioritise evergreen interest. But the flowers, although they only last a few weeks, to me, they bring so much to the garden. An absolutely beautiful plant. And when you see it in the evening light, bathing in the golden glow, it really does look as special as any other palm or exotic here in my garden. And if you're buying this plant, don't be afraid to start small. I bought this one from Craig over at Grow Paradise in 2020, and it was a tiny little 2-litre plant, I think, a small rooted cutting, and now it's well over 2.5 metres across. Check out the plant at Pan Global to see just how big it can get. This is a huge plant, a very vigorous plant that wants to be a large mound. But if you've got the space, I don't think you'll get an exotic Mediterranean look as fine as this from many other plants. So if you've got a sunny, well-drained spot in your garden, I don't think you'll go wrong with Euphorbia John Phillips. For the next plant in question, we're heading into the jungle area of my garden. And if I push through here, you'll be able to see a view which admittedly looked so much more spectacular early this morning. This plant here, this beautiful fern, is a Shuttlecock or Ostrich fern. As you can see, Remy, our sausage dog, is pleased to see it. Just look at that vibrant green. Even though the sun's gone behind a cloud, that green really sings. An absolutely beautiful fern. And if there's one plant that you could just grow in a damp, shady border that'll gently spread and bring impact and vibrancy without any effort, this fern's got to be up there. It does spread very nicely, creating beautiful colonies of these gorgeous lime green fronds, a beautiful fern. It needs more moisture than some ferns, but you're rewarded with this fantastic, vibrant, lovely display of beautiful greens. To me, this is a fern which absolutely sums up May here in my garden. It captures that energy, the majesty of spring, and this is a plant which, although it does tend to fade a little bit before a lot of the tropical plants really get going, if you want something to really bright up spring borders, something to pair with persicarias, with hostas, I think introducing a small colony of Shuttlecock ferns is an absolutely great place to start. For my third plant today, I could easily go for one of the Fatsias, the Schefflera Taiwaniana, those new leaves just starting to burst free there. But no, I'm going to go for a plant which is often a lot more widely available. A plant you don't really need any skill to grow, and that plant is the simple Heuchera. Now, Heucheras, they're not a tropical style plant. You can grow them with lots of different planting schemes. They pair well with a cottage garden. Well, let's be honest, with basically any style of garden. But to me, there's few other plants which can easily provide such a bright shot of colour to your garden. This is one that I've recently added to my garden here. That is Heuchera Grande Amethyst, which does admittedly sound like a hipster coffee, but it certainly looks beautiful. You probably can't see in this light here, but there is a real sort of pearlescent sheen to the leaves. Almost the same as Ricinus giant purple. It really is a stunner. Under this light, it looks slightly more matte, but as soon as that sun comes out and you can really see that purple sheen, it's just incredible. Here, I've got it paired with the Persicaria, but to be honest with you, these plants can grow well with so many other exotic and tropical style plants. At our old house, I had a mixture of bananas, palms, all kinds of different foliage plants. And then at the front of it, I used a combination of coleus as summer bedding and heucheras to really bring that vibrancy, that colour. And just looking at this section of border here, admittedly, this is my sort of red purple end of the border, but you could very easily create a tropical theme border using nothing but heucheras, persicarias, like this red dragon here, and a few other choice ferns to really bring the colour. So let's be honest, as much as we all want to grow a garden full of tropical rarities, unusual plants from all around the world, sometimes it really is helpful to have areas of your garden that simply get on and do the thing. And given a spot that doesn't dry out too much in summer, like this one here, Remy's just checking, given a spot like this that's relatively sheltered, nice damp soil, dappled sunlight, heucheras really are incredibly easy to grow. The only problem I've come across with heucheras is with vine weevil. That can be an issue. So if your plant's struggling, often that can be the cause. But generally speaking, they're very easy plants, given a spot where the soil doesn't completely dry out, and for most colours has a bit of shelter from the strongest sunlight. So here in the dappled shade of my jungle garden, they grow very well. So a top tip, if you're shopping at a garden centre or nursery this weekend, you want a bright pop of colour and don't want something you have to worry about in winter or faff around with protecting the new growth in spring. Heucheras get on and do the thing. And my best advice would be go for a few of them. Go big, get some colour in your garden, and it's a great way of achieving that tropical effect while a lot of the genuinely tropical plants are still just about waking up. So thanks for watching today's quick video. Just a few of the plants which to me really bring that vibrancy, that spring colour to my garden, just as things are really getting going. And hopefully we all see some warm weather this next week. It's certainly been a long time coming. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye.